I'm Peter Ronalds. I'm the Sustainable Agriculture Manager with the Western Port Catchment Landcare Network. We just ran our first Grazfert program in the Tarrago catchment in the Neerim South area of West Gippsland.
Yeah, Nick Dudley, Regional Manager for Meat and Wool Services, Agriculture Victoria for South East Region, which takes in Gippsland. Grazfert basically involves 4 phases or steps. The first one is where we interview farmers that are involved on the farm, and we talk about their aspirations and what they're trying to get out of their property in terms of production, whether they want to lift production, whether they want to sustain where they are. The second step's around soil testing, and generally the farmers are involved when we go out on the property and we soil test in targeted specific areas of the property. We then send the soil tests away and they go to a NADA accredited laboratory. We get the soil test results back, and at our first workshop we talk to farmers and then we start making recommendations about what they can do on their property once we've done what we call a nutrient budget. Once we've had an opportunity to combine all that information from the soil tests and the nutrient budget, we then come up with a fertiliser management plan which provides a blueprint of where they go into the future in terms of applying fertiliser on their property, so that it's done in a much more managed, targeted, specific, scientific kind of way.
I'm Caroline Van Oosterom, and we're in Piedmont, Victoria at Hemp Hills Creek Farm. Well, the key thing for us was the low pH, the acid soils, which was really stopping our pasture. We knew that where we want to go with our farm in terms of increasing our herd, we needed to fertilise. And that was the other good recommendation, is that they looked at sustainable or organic ways to do that as well, so not just your superphosphates. So I thought that was good too.
My name is Betty Tromp. I've been here for 17 years, and since my father passed away I've been running the farm on my own, and I love it. I knew if you don't put nutrients in and you're selling cattle off that there would be some depletion in the nutrients in the soil, but I was really surprised at the effect that it had on the soil through not putting anything on for at least 20 years. So that was really beneficial for me to see the soil results and then to implement their recommendations so that we can have better, healthier cattle and grass.
I'm Kathy. My husband Andrew and we own this farm. It's 270 acres at Neerim Junction, and it's beautiful and we love it and very excited about the prospects. The first part of it was getting soil tests done. The results showed that we didn't need to put fertiliser on. We weren't short of nutrient, so it meant that we're saving money basically.
I'm Ben Olsen. I work here on Kathy's farm at Neerim Junction. I manage the cattle and keep the rotation up and the grass down, basically. I feel it was being able to read the soil test ourselves, so that the fertiliser companies couldn't go, oh, you need this, when we didn't actually need it. And being able to do that means we could go, well, we don't need to spend as much money, and it was more precise on where to go.
As a result, we haven't put on, I didn't call the local fertiliser company to get nutrient, but the other thing that it showed was that we needed a bit of lime in one part of the property. So instead of wasting our money putting fertiliser on, I put on some lime on the part of the property that needed it.
I'm Trevor Renshaw. I run the farm with my wife Wendy. We're at Lillico. The property is about 1/3 of rising country and 2/3 of flat country. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do on the property and a lot of learning to do in relation to the fertiliser and types of grass and how to manage it best. The best thing that I got out of it was just a general understanding of how the whole system works, and to have an understanding of the soil tests, and then how the better makeup of the soil on my property. So how to complement it and how grazing can affect what fertiliser I put on and when I put it on.
It ticks the productivity box because farmers learn how to better manage their nutrients on their farm and get a better understanding of what nutrients are currently on their farm. It also ticks the environmental box because we're looking at a whole group of farmers participating in the project in one specific catchment. They're all making practice change on their farms to improve their nutrient management. There's less chance of nutrients disappearing off their farms and into the waterways. The third box it ticks is a social element. It gets the farmers meeting together over a couple of workshops, talking together and having a meal together. And that's a fantastic way to meet each other, share experiences and move forward together.
The science of soil is very complex. So to understand it in a simple way, I think is important for anyone on the land.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend the program. I thought the AgVic staff, their expertise was fantastic. I thought the subsidised soil tests really helped us as well. And I think their pro formas or ways to work out the nutrient budgeting was really helpful to us and will be in the future.
I recommend Grazfert to anyone because it's a very interesting program and it's very beneficial for your hip pocket as well as growing grass.
That's really good. It's a really good thing. It's very isolating being a farmer, so if you can mix with other farmers and learn, that's a wonderful thing.